Good afternoon, Partnership Realtors. I hope everybody is safe. I hope all your families are doing, yourself and your family members are doing well. Our prayers are out to everybody. We're here. I want you guys to know that our office is open. We're up and running. There's a lot of closings going on. We are under a very minimum skeleton crew staff. Payroll is here, Tina's here, our receptionist Yalitza is here, title company is here, deal coordinators are all here, all of the office manager, Clint Robars, Guillermo Martinez, myself, we're all here to assist you and help you 7 days a week, okay, with the support, okay, the broker support. I hope everybody's doing well. I know these are really hard times that we're restricted to stay home, but we really need to look at this as a very proactive manner. Right now, while we're staying home, we are going to become the most experts in our field. And the only way of doing it is to have some of this off time. So this off time that we're going to actually have is going to be very beneficial to us realtors in the month of May, in the month of June, and July. All the hard work that we're putting into our career right now while we are at home is you're going to see the benefits coming up, okay? Our market's going to come right back up again. I've been in the 2007, 2008 crash. When I first started, I remember the interest rates were at 12, were at 11, were at 10, they were at 8%, 9%, and the market was still selling. People were buying homes because it makes more sense to pay 9% or 10% interest rates than to be paying $1,500 of on a rental payment or $2,000 or something like that. The market was still selling. Of course, it wasn't selling as quickly and as much, but us as realtors, we were still making a living, okay? So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about what you guys should be doing while you're at home, making this very productive to you. You get to spend more time with your loved ones, and, at the same time, you're actually doing things that you should be doing on a daily basis. Here, we're kind of forced to do it, but it's kind of a blessing as well too that we have the time to be able to do this, okay? One of the things that we have is that all you guys work for an office, Partnership Realty, and we have a lot of listings. Geez, I'm glad I'm not an individual that works in an office that might have 10, 12 listings, 30 listings. Yesterday we checked, we had 473. A couple sold this today, and I think we're to 471 listings. We're going to look at the MLS here, and we're going to show you how many properties we've got, and every single listing that belongs to Partnership Realty, guess what? They belong to you. They're your listings. You work for Partnership Realty. You should be sorry, that came out totally wrong. I shouldn't use the word you should. You must, okay, be marketing these properties on a daily basis. People have a huge misconception of a license once they get it from DBPR. This is the license right here. Very identical to this. The only difference is it's got your name on it, your license number on it. But this license is given to us by DBPR, Division of Real Estate, the Real Estate Commission. They are allowing us to become experts in our field to help the public from the beginning of the transaction to the very end. Once we do our jobs correctly, that we protect the public, then we get rewarded very kindly. We get compensated kindly. We make a great living. But you're not going to make a living if you really don't know what you're doing. And if you're not going to make a living if you don't put an interest into this. I can help you and assist you and guide you and direct you on what you should be doing. The problem is I just can't make you do it. But if you have a love for real estate, which I do, we are independent contractors. We control our own schedules. We come in, we come out as we please. We have no bosses above us, okay? And we make a great living. God, it's got all the right makings of the perfect job. Oh, by the way, this is not a job, it is a career. As long as God gives us health that we can talk, we can think, don't even need to walk or be in a wheelchair. We can still sell real estate, okay? I knew a gentleman who lost his license because of his age. DMV took his license away from him, he was still selling real estate because he had such a long following and the local neighborhood knew him. He was still selling real estate, okay? I have realtors in our office that are in their 80s, upper 80s, lower 80s, in their 70s, and they're still selling real estate. This is a career, but it won't be a career unless you guys do your job correctly. What is your job? Well, it's having to come into these classes. Fortunately now, these classes are going to be live. They're going to be on YouTube. They're going to be on Facebook. They're going to be everywhere. And the great thing about these classes is that not only do we give you a lot of information in a very short, limited time, you can actually go back to YouTube or Facebook and you can actually repeat the class over and over 2 or 3, 4 times until you get very familiar with the subject. And we're going to go over everything. We're going to go over what you guys should be doing once you're at home right now. We're going to be going over the marketing. We're going to be going over contracts, how to understand contracts, how to fill in contracts, okay? Submit offers, negotiate offers, understand contract laws, financing laws, commercial leasing, commercial real estate, residential leasing. We're going to go over everything as we always have. Here at Partnership Realty, we have 2 classrooms, and now since we're very limited, we can't have more than 10 people here at one time. We're going to do these classes virtual. They're going to be right online, and you guys are going to be able to enjoy them a little bit more because you're going to go back and you're going to hear it all over again. One of the things that, again, that you must, and that's the word, must be doing, is that you guys, okay, before I get into that, people have a misconception of this license here. They truly, truly think that once they get this license from DBPR, someone's just going to come to your home and just knock on your door. Hey, there you go, Ismael. How are you? I know you just found out you just got your license. Here is, a check for you. Here's a bag full of money. Run if someone comes to your door with a bag full of money, okay? But the money's not going to come to you. You have to work for it. And it's not like hard work. It's not like I'm going to ask you guys to show up here tomorrow, bring hard hats, gloves, boots on. What you guys have to do is work professionally, okay? Work with the tools that we offer, the technology that we provide you guys, okay? And one of the things is being on these classes, coming on and watching these classes on a single and daily basis. So again, let's go back to how many properties our office has. Our office has 471 listings. We're a very fortunate office to have that many listings. What does that mean to you guys? That you can market all these properties. You can market every single property that Partnership Realty's got because these are property that your office, the office that you work for, has. Now here's what you have to do. Once you start your marketing campaign and where you're going to make this through, you're going to do it through Facebook. You're going to do this through Facebook. I have challenged realtors to bring me in a video, to bring me in a book, to bring me in an entire volume of books, to bring me in anything that you can actually buy, and it's just going to start making you thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It doesn't exist. The only people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars are the ones that are selling their videos and books, okay? There are basic steps. Partnership Realty has been open for 22 years. Our marketing campaigns have changed because we're in the year 2020. We don't do door hangers anymore. They do work, but that's not the way that I recommend that you should do it. We're going to go into a social media marketing. It is unbelievable how many millions and thousands of people that we can touch. And we only need, what, 1%? Not really. We need half of 1%, a quarter, an eighth of 1%. It's amazing. But if you guys don't do this from the convenience of your own home, okay, clients won't know who you are. And we are so blessed nowadays to be in a social media world. Everything that we do is through social media. And here's the support that you guys have. You guys have a full office support here because we've got from title companies here, okay? We've got deal coordinators here. We've got inspection companies here. We've got 4 mortgage lenders in here. You guys have all the support that you need, but you guys have to do the basics, the foundation. What is the foundation? Well, the foundation is going to be that you're going to have to start inputting properties into your Facebook, okay, on a daily basis. Now, we have realtors, as myself, I do it every morning. I'll do it like with 1 cup of coffee, sometimes 2 cups of coffees. And so I do it every morning. I have other realtors that will do this twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Their lives have changed. Their lives, they are selling so much real estate. And this is the secret. You guys are looking for the secret, that secret, book, that secret video, this is it. It doesn't exist. This is it right here. What you guys have to do. You guys have to work for it. What you put into it is exactly what you're going to get back. And now that we are at home, we're going to take advantage of this. We're going to be home with our loved ones, okay? And we're going to be home working on our real estate career. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to do this, okay? So when we go to post properties through Facebook, truly, that's the secret right there, Facebook, okay? Instagram, okay? So when we go to post it, you guys need to start marketing homes in Port St. Lucie. You have to also market homes in Palm Beach County. You also have to market homes in Broward and Dade County. Why? Because if someone's going into your Facebook to see in exactly what properties that you're putting in there. Oh, by the way, these clients, they're all restricted at home as well too. So you're educating the public. They're dying to come in. I had a realtor, we spoke about this a couple of days ago, earlier this week, and she stopped posting for 2 days. She called me up yesterday. She goes, Ismael, a friend of mine called me up. I have not heard from this lady in years. She didn't even know if she was following him. And she goes, listen, are you not going to put any more properties on in your Facebook? This lady, who is a friend of hers, who hasn't spoken to her for years, called her up and asked her, were there more properties? Your clients are all around you, but you have to give them reasons to know that you are the right realtor, that you've got the listings, you've got the office support, you've got the technology, and you also have to have the knowledge, which we're going to help you with all this here, because we're going to be doing classes Monday through Friday, and you guys are going to we're going to go over everything. So again, going back to posting, you need to post at least 2 properties in St. Lucie County, 2 or 3 in Palm Beach County, depending where you live at, okay? You're going to put more in there. You're also going to post them in Broward and Dade. Let's say you do live in Port St. Lucie. If someone's looking at listing their property because they've been looking at your Facebook, they've been looking at your advertising and your marketing, and they're thinking about selling their property, if they look at your Facebook and you only do Port St. Lucie and these individuals live in Boca, they're going to say, oh my God, Ismael really doesn't work in Boca, so let's go with a realtor that does specialize in Boca. We have listings from Orlando all the way down to the Keys, from Tampa to Daytona. We've got them everywhere. So it depends on your farming area. What I recommend is these counties, St. Lucie, Dade, St. Lucie, Martin, Dade, Broward. I skipped Dade there, Palm Beach County, Dade. You have to put properties everywhere. So put 2 or 3 in St. Lucie, put 2 or 3 in Palm Beach County, do 2 or 3 in Broward, do 2 or 3 in Dade, okay? And you also have to do rentals as well too. Post them in there. Don't underestimate a rental. I tell realtors all the time, because from a rental, you will get a sale. I cannot tell you how many stories I've got that we've had a realtor that did a rental. I'll give you one of the last stories. One of our realtors did a rental, not a big commission. He had to split it with the listing agent, so it wasn't really a big commission. But his employer where he worked at was asking him what realtor did he use and did he like him because he's thinking about listing his home. So guess what? The gentleman listed his home. It was a $1.3 million home. But because he got such a good recommendation and such a good referral on this rental, our realtor got this $1.3 million listing, okay? So again, I'm going to tell you guys, don't ever judge a book by covers. So work with everything. We're here to help the public, whether it's a small one bedroom in a 55 and older community, and your commission isn't a large commission. We're not doing it for the commission. We're doing it for the relationship with the client. We're helping someone. You never know who their grandchildren are. You don't never know how their children are. You never know who they are, and they're going to refer you over. It's about relationships. When we do and create relationships and we do our jobs correctly, we protect the public, everything that we do is correct. The money just comes along with that, okay? This is the line of work that was made for me, okay? And it was made for us realtors. The more honest we are, the more truthful we are, the more helpful we are, the more professional we are, the more transparent we are, guess what? The more money you're going to make. In real estate, there is no gray area. Do not fall outside of the boundary lines, okay? Stay inside of it. Be polite, be professional, be nice. Do everything good. Help. Believe in karma if you do or not. I don't know, okay? But I do. Do good, and good's going to come right back at you. That one I promised, okay? So, you know, this is a line of work that, again, the more you give, the more you're going to receive. The least you put into it, I will promise you, the least amount that you will receive. I have a lot of realtors that come in from other office, and they tell me, Ismael, I don't do rentals. You know what I say to them? Geez, I'm so sorry that you were poorly, you just weren't guided correctly. You know, you weren't guided correctly. You need a little bit of guidance only. We're just going to give you guys some guidance. We're going to give you some leadership, some mentorship, and you guys are just going to take off with it, and you're going to do phenomenally well. Then I end up learning from you guys. You guys end up teaching us, okay? We're an office here that supports our entire staff. We're a very large office, and we help each other here with no interest whatsoever, okay? But today, I want to show you how to set up your MLS to do your searches so you guys can start posting as of today. If you guys can post 3 or 4, you don't have to do 2 in one county. Do 3 or 4. We have so many listings, and even as you can never catch up, because even as these listings are sold, new ones are coming on board. And you just have to keep putting them in there. What you're doing is you're educating the public. You're going to be surprised that someone's going to contact you. They live in New York. They live in Chicago, in California. They're thinking of moving here. They might be living up there, and their grandchildren, their niece or nephew, somebody, or a child, or a brother or sister is living here. And because they know you, and they trust you, and they see that you've got the knowledge, and you see that you've got the experience, okay, and the inventory as well, too, they're going to tell them to reach out to you. But they're not going to reach out to you unless you do your job. You've got to put into it on a daily basis. Me personally, I do it 7 days a week. I love it, okay? And so do all the other realtors that are making money here. That's what they're doing. There is no other secret, guys. So I want to show you in the MLS right here, and I want to show you guys how to create shortcut tabs, okay? These are going to be the tabs that you guys are going to be using on a regular basis. So let's create some shortcuts or called tabs. See where it says menu? This is your MLS, by the way. Well, of course, it's not yours. It's Guillermo's, but nevertheless, yours is going to look like this here. So you're going to go there, and then here we're going to select the tabs that we want the most. So as you see office listing, see the star is not highlighted, but once you click on it, it turns gold. And watch this. It's already a shortcut up on the top, okay? Another thing, if you have listings, right on top of it, you're going to click on that, and now you've got your shortcut created. So you're going to go up a little bit more, and we're going to do for a quick search. This is where we're going to start searching for properties. Watch when we click on that. There we go. We got quick search there, okay? You also want to get your form simplicity. These are all of our forms, and we're going to go over all of them. They're all online, whether you represent a buyer, represent a seller, whether you represent a commercial deal, a lease, a rental, everything is there for you guys. There's nothing that is not missing that you're going to need in your real estate world right there. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to go to products, and you're going to have form simplicity right there. Oops. There we go. One more time. And we're going to click on form simplicity. And here we go. Got it. Okay. So for right now, these are the most basic ones, the most essential ones that you're going to use. Afterwards, you're going to put more up there, like your contacts. And as with these classes continue and moving forward, you'll start creating more shortcuts up there of the things that you use on a daily basis. But right now, I do want you guys to use the most important ones. While you're at home, what are we going to do while we're at home? Again, we're going to start posting through Facebook. Facebook right now is the #1 search engine, okay, that people are looking through to find properties. I know Trulia, just to give you guys an update, Trulia doesn't have an MLS. Realtor.com does. But Trulia has done a phenomenal job in advertising, and they've gotten up there, okay? But the majority of the properties that are posted on Trulia, they're outdated. So the clients are actually wasting their time, their gas. They're seeing properties that are under contract or that they've been sold and they're no longer on the market. Realtor.com is the one that I really recommend, okay? We'll go over all this more often, but today I really want to show you guys what you guys should be doing at home. So we're going to click on office listings, and let's see how many properties we have available at the moment that you guys are going to start marketing with, okay? There we go. We have 472 properties. Now, I want to change the price. See, the first one starts at $399. I want to start them for the rentals, and then from there, I'm going to take them down to the most expensive ones in the millions, okay? So see where it says price? You're going to go to Sort Ascending. And once you click on Sort Ascending, it's going to change it to all your rentals. Like we have one here, $20 a square foot. We have another property for $550. These are all rentals. As you can start going down, 800. And you want to promote rentals. You cannot believe from rentals the amount of buyers and sellers that you will create by helping rentals. And rentals is fast monthly cash. Okay? You should be working. No, sorry. I really have to eliminate that from my vocabulary today. You must be working rentals. You have to be doing rentals. You have to be doing sales. Let me show you what the license that you guys have before we go into that. Oh, here it is. You guys, as realtors, have a license to do rentals. This is fast, quick cash, okay? And from there, I mean your entire real estate career would just take off. It has for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of realtors of ours. Why not for you? Well, the only way it's not for you is if you don't follow these steps, okay? And this is going to work. It will work for you. You know, you've got the license. You've got the most important part. We're a very blessed individual. We're a very few. People think that there are so many realtors available out there. They're not. No one is your competition. You're your own competition, okay? Again, the more love you put into this, the more effort you put into this, the more passion you put into this, okay, the more money you're going to make. But if you don't like it, then, you know, I don't know. It might not be the right real estate career for you. But rentals. That license entitles us to do rentals. Sales. Now, sales is a larger, bigger commission. And from rentals, sales are going to come. Commercial real estate. Sorry, I scribble, by the way, guys. My days of penmanship have been long gone, I think since 2nd grade. But you guys understand what I'm putting here. Even when you do a lease, in the commercial world, okay, we get paid for the term. It could be a 2-year lease. It could be a 5-year lease. It could be a 15, 20, 30, 99-year lease. Geez, it's huge commissions. And they're easy to do. Commercial real estate is very, very easy to do. It's just that you guys have to not come to the classes, watch these classes, okay? And we're going to explain to you guys the terminologies of commercial leasing. We're going to explain the math. We're going to explain everything to you guys. And once you know this, you're going to be a commercial realtor. You've got the license for it. So the commissions, even if you do a lease, is a lot larger, okay? There's a lot of more avenues like management and so forth that I'm not going to go into it right now, but investments. In the investment world, the money that we make in the investment world, And why not? You've got the license. Why should you not be an investor? You've got the tools. We've got the lenders. We've got everything you need. We have lenders. Not only will they lend you the money to buy the property, they'll also lend you the money to make the repairs on the property. It's called leverage, using someone else's money. Okay? Why not? You've got the tools. You've got everything. You should do this. Okay? At the end of the year, this is what you guys should be taking home. And it's only going to happen if you make it happen. So when does it begin and where does it begin? It begins today. It actually begins today by having this very, trying time that we're going through. We're going through some very trying times for all of us, But if we make this a very proactive, and we think positive, okay, and we just do things correctly, you're going to watch how things are just going to come right back up again. Our economy is going to do very well. This disease, illness, it's going to get cured, and things are just going to come back, and your real estate career is just going to go. It's just going to go sky high. Okay. The president has even spoke about it many a times. He says once we get through these little rough patches of water, our economy is just going to boost up, and I believe him. And I've been around this for 22 years. I know that it's. I've seen it. I've seen these different, trying times like this. Nothing like this, but some trying times. So let's go into the MLS for a sec. And I want to look at our office listings. Okay. Now I want you guys to select rentals. Okay. I want you to select rentals from here. So go into any area. Here's West Palm Beach for $950. Let's go down some more. And here's one there's one in Port St. Lucie, one in Green Acres. That one's pending. Okay. This was temporary off the market. This is a new listing. But what I want you guys to find properties in all counties. Okay, in all counties. But let's take a look at this one here. We're going to click on this particular one here, which is in I think that one's in West Palm. If we could scroll it down just a little bit. It is. Okay. So the information, the details are going to always be there. So you're going to see what they're asking per month. It's $950 per month. If there's an application fee, they're also going to let you know if there's any pets allowed, the square footage, how many bedrooms, how many baths. HAPA. HAPA is very important. Okay. What is HAPA? HAPA means these are community of 55 and older. When it says, like it says on the right of that HAPA right here, it says yes verified, that means it's a 55 and older community. That means that you can't take someone there, that they're younger than 55. Some communities will allow one family member to be 55 and older, and then they'll allow the other family members to be of a younger age. But we have to talk to the HOA and the management companies to find out which one's which. On this particular one here, here's the information from the realtor. We're going to go down, and the information is always going to be in the same place. Okay, it's always going to be in the same place. A couple of things important. You look here at how many days it's been on the market. It's only been 2 days on the market, and also the available date. And here are the move-in requirements. They're asking for first, last, and security. Now we have the possibility here, and we can pull national background, national evictions. Sex offenders will come up as well too, and credit report. We could do all this online. We'll do another class on rentals next week, and we'll teach you guys how to do all this. How to fill out contract to lease. What is a contract to lease? A contract to lease is an offer that you're going to make on a rental. Then we'll teach you how to go through all the steps and how to do the leases and so forth, and the money distribution and so forth. But if we go to photos, you're going to see the photos. These photos you can just copy paste. What you should do is create a folder on your desktop, okay? And then you're going to pick out the photos that you think are the ones that you like the best, okay? Why? Remember, every time that someone goes into your Facebook, you guys are doing an open house. You're doing your first open house, okay? it's an image of you. If you take if the realtor took, not really good photos, and then you post it in your Facebook, what's going to happen is, if someone's watching what you're doing in the market and so forth, and they're thinking about listing a property, but they don't like the way the photos are, it's going to be an image of you. A lot of our realtors, what they've done in the past is, you always have to get showing instructions. You cannot go into a property without getting permission to go in there. So you have to contact the realtor or doing the showing assist, and you're going to get the instructions how to get in there, and go in there and just retake your photos. Take some new photos. But you want to post it because it's an image of you. You're thinking about future business. You're not thinking about business right now. You're thinking about someone that is probably going to list a property with you, and if they're poorly taking photos, they might not give you that $500,000 listing, or that $250,000, or that $1 or $750,000 listing. I know I wouldn't. If someone that takes very bad photos, I want them to market my home to the highest and best of their ability. Okay. So again, this is for you as well too. You have to take really good photos. So you guys need to put in there rentals. Put rentals in there, and in different counties. Also, let's take a look at some sales. By the way, sorry, real quick here. We're going to go up a sec. When you guys start looking, I want the highlighted one, where we were at. Because sometimes you start looking, you forget, geez, which property was I at? It's always going to be highlighted like this in yellow. So if you start looking, start scrolling, you lose your place where you're at, and you want to know which property you're looking at, just go to the highlighted one, okay? But now we want to look at some properties and start marketing. You're going to get a feel from the clients. Your clientele database is going to start contacting you. You're going to get a feel of what price range they're looking at, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be listing condos on the ocean for $750,000, $1 million. Yes, you should. You've got the license. You're not limited to only sell, $250,000 homes or $500,000 homes. Absolutely not. You can sell homes in the $2.5 million, $5 million, $10 million, okay? But let's start marketing with our clientele that's around us. So let's say we have clients in the, $250,000. So let's take a look and see if we can find some listings. We're going to go down, because remember, it's starting from the most rentals, and the further you go down, the more expensive the properties get. So we'll keep searching there. And let's see if we can find something for 250 or 350, something like that. 89,000, 110, 155. Post all that. Post everything like that. Don't just go for the $250,000. Do 155,000, because if there's a client looking for a property in that price range, you want to be able to cater them. Because remember, what we're doing is we're creating relationships, okay? Because from that one sale that you might think, I just sold a condo for $89,000. Yeah, you did, but you just made a relationship with someone. And that someone knows someone else, and it just keeps going. And once you do your job correctly, it just keeps going. So post a property for $89,000 or $155,000. But here we've got one in Boynton Beach for $245,000. So you're going to click on the MLS. Information is always going to be in the same place. Up in the right-hand corner, there's the $245,000. Let's see how much the taxes are. Taxes are $3,328. Okay. If it's got a garage or a carport, it's gonna show you right here. This one does not. Okay. So also, how many bedrooms, how many bath, how many half bath, as well, living square feet and total square feet. What's the difference between living and total? Living square feet is under air, okay? Not the garage, or not the patio, not the pool, not the deck, or anything like that. This is what's under air, okay? So this property's got $1,125 under air, and it's got total $1,150. That's the total. The property is also built in 1989. We want to see if there's an HOA fee, okay? And the HOA per month is $30 per month. That's, wow, phenomenal, okay? Governing bodies, it says it right there. It's an HOA, okay? Something really important that you guys want to look at, your commission. States it right there, okay? What your commission is, okay? If you guys want to contact the realtor, their information is right here. But if you guys just click on the email address, you're going to shoot them an email right over, okay? Let's go down a little bit further. You guys need to get familiar with reading an MLS report, okay? You need to get familiar with reading an MLS report. Information is always going to be at the same place. Now, this property's been available, so this is cash, conventional, and FHA. We're going to be going over financing and what financings are available next week with you guys. The market has changed quite a bit, so we're going to tell you what lenders, our government, FHA, conventional loans, are doing very well, okay? But we want to let you know about other programs that are not in existence right now. Not that the banks have closed, they just shut down for temporarily. But we want to tell you which ones are available. So this is another class that we'll do next week. Right here, days on the market, 140 days. Okay, that kind of gives you an idea of how you want to come in with the offer. But again, what do? You take what information that you want from in there, you're going to put it in there, you're going to copy paste the photos, and you're going to start marketing this. Okay, where are you going to market this? From St. Lucie County, or if you guys are up in Orlando, we have listings in Orlando. Start marketing them in Orlando. We sell a lot of real estate in Orlando, and you're going to love this. It's not realtors that are living up in Orlando. They're living in Dade County. They're living right here in Palm Beach and St. Lucie County. I had a realtor the other day that went up there. She had a $700,000 purchase, cash offer. A cash buyer, sorry, better said, okay? Not a bad trip to make it a nice weekend to go up there, okay? That's an easy commission to figure out. 3% of 7, 3 times 7, $21,000. Geez, I'll spend the entire weekend up there. But you guys need to start picking out properties and start posting these on your Facebook. And you guys have to do this daily, 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 daily. At the moment that you guys stop doing this, there's no more reason for people not to come back into your Facebook to start seeing what you're marketing, okay? There's a lot of great marketing. We're going to go into a marketing class. There's a lot of other tools that we want to use, but Facebook is definitely the most effective of them all. The problem is that once you stop, okay, so does the audience. You can't stop. You have to keep the audience entertained. And better said, that came out terribly bad, that word entertain. Not really. We're not entertaining. We're educating them. We're educating our audience. We're educating them about the market value. We're educating about the properties. We're educating about the properties that you guys have, the listings that you guys have, the ones you're going to get in the future because of your audience, okay? But this is something that you guys have to do, daily, guys. This is not something. I did a training in Dade County before this whole coronavirus scenario. And we were going over something very similar to this here. It was a marketing class. And a realtor said to me, she goes, Ismael, I've done this. But I pretty much know what you guys make because I see your checks. I see your closings. Okay? And I know if you guys are selling real estate or not. But I said to her, are you doing it on a daily basis? She goes, no, I'm not. Exactly. There it is. And I said to her, you don't have to say it if you don't want to, but if you do want to tell us in front of the class here, how often are you doing it? She kind of hesitated a little bit there, but she was very honest about it. At least she's honest to herself. And honesty is the best policy, okay? She said, I do it maybe once every 2 weeks. Wrong answer. Wrong. You can't do that unless you want a career change. I certainly don't. I don't want to go to a 9-to-5 job. I really don't. I am going to be the best realtor that you can get because I don't want to do a 9-to-5. And I don't want to be a salary employee either, okay? 1099 is a phenomenal word, okay? We're all subcontractors, 1099, and we make great money, okay? That's what we should be doing. But the only way you're going to make it to there is that you guys have to do exactly what I'm showing you here. This is a very brief class today that we're doing. On Monday, we're going to be going over financing. We're going to be going over Monday all the available financings that's available right now in the state of Florida. It's a very important, and we're also going to teach you guys how to pre-qualify clients. Extremely important. This is extremely important in your career. I guess almost anything that we're going to teach you is extremely important. But especially how to pre-qualify clients. And I don't want you guys to become mortgage bankers. I don't want you to become mortgage brokers. But you need to know what's going on at all times with that deal, if it's a finance deal. Because you have to give very intelligent answers, and you have to give the right answers back to the listing agent. Because if you represent a buyer and there's a seller that also went and put a deposit, $25,000, $50,000, $150,000 down on another property, and sometimes it's a dominoes effect, because that other seller will put a down payment on another one. And when you talk to a listing agent that they're asking you for an update, you just can't go back to that listing agent and to that seller when they ask you for an update, and you're going to tell them, I'm not really sure what's going on. The mortgage lender says it looks pretty good. That's the wrong thing to say. You need to know exactly what's going on, because you are responsible for that client's money, that escrow deposit, the transaction. You're completely responsible for it, okay? So you need to have the right answer back to the listing agent so he or she can pass this on to their seller, okay, or sellers. What could it be? Well, we're waiting for the appraisal. It's been ordered. It's going to be done next Tuesday. We should have it back by Wednesday. We're waiting on a verification of employment. We're waiting on an IRS transcript. You guys need to be on top of everything, because that is truly our job. What is our job? To protect the public. I want to thank everybody for being here. I miss you guys very much. I find myself very lonely here when it's just me and Guillermo. Scary? No, he's a great guy. But I like having you guys here because you guys ask me questions and I can answer them and so forth. But I want everybody to be safe. Have a great weekend. Today's Friday. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Be safe. And love everyone, and see you guys soon.